What's up guys, Wolf here. Welcome to another Division 2 video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get infinite exotic components using the new cache system and an extra character, or should I say, overspecking your resources. Now, this will not be available forever. When the DLC comes out at the end of this month, we won't be able to do this, so just keep that in mind. Also, the event will end for the new caches, so make sure you guys do this as soon as you can. So what I want to do is explain to you guys what's actually happening. So you guys all know about the current over leveling of your caches. We can go seasonal track past level 100 all the way up to 110 and then refarm these caches. So let's take a look. So this is my new character. I've just leveled this character up to level 40. I haven't activated the watch or anything like that yet, so I can show you guys what you need to do. This is going to be a full step-by-step explanation of how you're going to be doing this. So I really appreciate a like and a sub for this, guys. It's taken me quite a while. So let's take a look at the Burden of Truth seasonal track and how you're going to be getting unlimited exotic components. So if you guys don't know, there's currently a 5 XP. I think it ends in like 2 days time from the time I'll be making this video. Double check on X, the devs have posted it. You can actually get 5 times XP to get to level 100. Once you've reached level 100, it doesn't count, but now you guys need to farm these caches now. It's very important. So if you guys don't know how to get these, let me give you a quick rundown. So if we go to the map, they've given us a chance of farming these caches. So if we go, for example, to this mission, you could do missions, any activity really. You see over there on the left, so on hard, you guys will see there's normal XP, and then there's the one below. This is the one you want for seasonal levels. So we want to get this one. Now, the best way to farm these caches is going to be, in my opinion, go to Burden of Truth, do priority objectives, and try do strongholds. As you guys can see, over 600. Sometimes you can get over 900. Depends on what you do. And also, by the way, now this is all going to be a bit buggy, so sometimes you may not get the same results for the exotic components or for this XP. So that's the XP we want for the seasonal track to get those caches. Those caches are what's going to give you all the exotic components. So you guys need to make sure you do the stronghold. Try this. Sometimes it bugs out and you get all the caches instantly and more. You get all 10 levels and it's kind of buggy. I don't know how exactly to do it. You don't have to do the mission, for example, on like the highest difficulty. Do it on a low difficulty, run through it quickly, whatever it may be, just the most efficient one to get these levels. Now, when we take a look at these caches, the one that we're kind of wanting to go for is going to be this one right here. Now, this is going to be the SHD calibration cache. So you farm those, what I just showed you, that experience, the seasonal experience, until you get these. So you want to activate this and don't open it yet. Just keep it. And I have actually got exotic components cache, which sometimes can bug and give you more than you want, but that's not the one that's going to be important. It's going to be this one right here. And I'll show you guys exactly what to do. So this is my brand new character. I've got level 31 pieces on. I've just gotten this character to level 40. What you guys want to do, and this is how the bug works. So if we take a look at the actual cache itself, now I'm not going to open the cache. See, it's not on here. Once you get to level 35, you also get a milestone build cache also. So the cache hasn't been claimed yet. That's fine. So what you guys need to pay attention to is getting your materials overstacked. So how are we going to do that? So I'll show you right now. So as you finish leveling to level 40, now there's multiple ways of getting to level 40. You want to fast track past level 30, go straight to New York, go to Haven, you'll be level 31. Then when you're in Haven, you want to fast travel to Washington as soon as you can. Then what you want to do is go to Coney Island, you unlock the safe house, you get around about 200,000 experience. Then what you can do is get a friend and run in the level 40 Dark Zones when you're level 31, 32. You get more experience on the higher landmarks. Then while you're doing that, have another friend finish all directives on their character, go all directives towards the end of Lincoln Memorial or any other mission, get right by the end before they do the final encounter. They invite you with all directives on, you get high amounts of experience, upwards of 700k. So you can kind of do anything you want. Dark Zone running, if you're solo running the level 30 DZ, it's a good way of getting experience. It's like 80k, 100k per landmark. Can be very effective in DZ West. It's quite good sometimes. It depends on RNG. Or all directives, Lincoln Memorial, or some other missions, and then join your friend at the end. You get that boosted experience. Then once you guys get to level 40, you're going to come over here, and we want to activate the watch. Once we've done that, now I can explain to you guys how this works and how to overspec your materials, because this is what's going to kind of make the cache give us exotic components. So when we take a look here, scavenging points. So as you can see, I don't have anything here because I haven't actually got the shared blueprints. I've got max overcharged everything here. I've got over 30k on pretty much everything. It's not here because I haven't bought the shared blueprint from this desk right here. Don't buy that yet. So you would buy this shared blueprint right here. There we go. You see. So we don't want to do that yet. What you guys want to do is you want to go to your watch and you want to actually go through and maximize everything except credits. It's that simple. Now, the reason being is because SHD calibration, we need to get that over 999 or around about 999 over it. What I find is that when you open that calibration cache, the SHD cache I was showcasing to you earlier, when you open that, because you've already got all of them, it overspecs and it gives you exotic components instead. So I don't know if it could work for any of the other materials, but what I would do is just overspec everything. And then it also sometimes seems to scale with how much overspec you've actually done, how much overspecking you've achieved. So like I've got like 1,500 instead of 999. I get like 300 exotic components, or it just fills from wherever I am. If I've got 700, it just maxes me out to 999. So I think that's what's happening. It's kind of almost like a bug, but I would make use of this, guys, because as you know, expertising is very important. Now, if you want to be getting your proficiency ranks, you want to be doing this, and you also get materials from doing a mule farm. So if you create a new character, get to level 40, what you want to do is make everything here maxed out, which is nice, or as high as you can go. So we just do this all the way to 999. This is how we're going to overspec it. So as you can see, what I've done now is I've maxed out all my materials here, bar credits. So now what we'll be able to do is, because you're going to go buy the blueprint now for sharing your pre-existing materials that are on your other characters now are going to merge with these, and that's how you guys overcharge it. So you spec your watch points, and then you go here and you buy the actual sharing blueprints. And then if you take a look, you go into your watch, and then bang, I've got 35,000, 55,000 polycarbonate. That's a lot. 14k, because printer filament, I've used a lot of that. I've overspecced everything. So, and this is where it comes into opening those caches that you get from getting those seasonal levels. Is the game, it's kind of like, it's almost like because you've gone way over what you should have, it's compensating for not giving you the SHD by giving you exotic components. So that's kind of what we figured out so far. I've been trying to test a bunch of other stuff, but basically what you want to do is do this, max out all your materials, overspec them, and then you want to go and just open those caches from the new system that we have in place for a couple more days. So make sure you guys do this. So if you guys aren't aware and you're kind of not to the point where you can farm for expertise, you guys need to use printer filament. So increase your printer filament and use this to increase your proficiency ranks so that you can maximize your expertise level, and then you can make use of the expertise level by getting those exotic components and then having a surplus of it so that you don't run out. So that's the whole point of doing this, is to increase the expertise level, or even re-roll your exotics when we get new ones as well. It's nice to stack this up. So what I can do now is go to my other character, and I have been increasing my skills expertise and a bunch of guns, and I'm roughly around about level 500 on exotic components. So we can take a look and see how that's going to function now. So now that I have overspec'd my materials, I can go into and have a look at my resources. So as you guys can see, this is the one that we need to pay attention to, is SHD calibration. So now I've got, it's supposed to be 999. I've got 4,000, over 4,000. So it compensates by giving me huge amounts of exotic components, but it obviously won't go over the 999 exotic components unless you also overspec that, which is a bit difficult. I wouldn't recommend doing that. So let me quickly showcase how many exotic components I have got. As you guys can see, I've got 409 out of 999. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to showcase this to you guys. So we've got the one here, SHD calibration cache. So I'm going to open that one. But first, what I'll do is, sometimes people were thinking it's from the exotic component one, myself included. So let's have a look. So exotic components, I've got obviously, let's double check that. So I've got 409. As you can see, it was only going to give me one. So let's have a look. So let's make sure. Sometimes you need to go out of your inventory and check on the bottom left of the screen. Give it a second or two in case it's buggy. So we should have 410. There it is there. So it's still 410. So now, because we have spec'd and over-spec'd the SHD calibration from doing a mule, from an extra character, and then spending the points, stacking them up before we buy the account shared blueprints on the new mule character. Let's take a look now when I open this. So this is the one. Now there's only one out of the full track. So this is going to be the SHD calibration catch. To quickly, in case you guys haven't watched the full video, I'll quickly showcase that. So getting seasonal levels, over-specking, we can redeem it right here, SHD calibration cache. So that's the one I'm about to open. So let's take a look. So one more time, let's check. So I've now got 410 exotic components. So we're going to go now and open this cache. So as you guys can see, you see SHD calibration, but because I've maxed and I've gone over spec, you see it's going to compensate by giving me exotic components. So that's the whole point of this. So it says 2, we go out, 589 exotic components. It's given me all those exotic components I've just spent to get me back up to 999. There we go, which is amazing. So you guys need to go and do that. Make sure you have over-spec'd into your SHD calibration. I'm not sure if other materials come into play. I can't test that because I have everything overcharged, all my materials over-spec'd. Over-spec this, try go as much as you can, because sometimes you might not get as much as I'm getting. And then go into your expertise. This is what I want to showcase in case you guys aren't aware of what I'm doing now. I'm expertising my shield, my decoy, my weapons. Maybe even I'm starting to do my gear, because that's the whole point. So remember when I was showcasing, if you guys don't know how to use exotic components, the whole point is getting proficiency ranks. So you would go here, you'd go in there, and you would use printer filament from the mule, the extra character that we had. So printer filament, and then you boost your proficiency ranks. Once you have got it proficient, then you can expertise it. So for example, let me quickly showcase a gun that I haven't fully maxed out. So the Bullet King currently is 28, so I used a lot for that. I think my Carnage is level 20. So if I want to increase it to the next level, it's going to give me more weapon damage, but it's going to cost me 5 exotic components. The other things are pretty easy to get because we've over-spec'd them, like what I've just shown you. So exotic components are going to be very difficult to obtain. So make sure you guys go and do this. Farm, missions, whatever it takes to get priority objectives sorted out so you guys can get the seasonal levels, like this, for example. Sometimes you get the caches in one go, like here we go, the Stronghold, 920 plus 20%. I think if you have global modifiers on, it increases the amount you get. Directives don't, I believe. So this is what will give you that boost in the seasonal points. Just make sure, because it's not normal XP. And then you go and you buy these caches. Try get at least 2 or 3. Then spec everything, farm everything. Keep in mind, we don't know what the devs are going to say or do about this. I've done this I did this before without even knowing it happened. Someone in chat told me. So I don't think you'll ever get in trouble for this, but I wanted to make this video to try and explain everything in detail. Make sure you guys check the comments section to see if anyone in chat or in the comments below have given extra insight into this, or maybe an improved way of doing it, because the comment section will be, I'm sure, very helpful, because I'm also still trying to figure all of this out. But it seems like that's how it's working. I don't think there's other ways of doing it. If there is, let me know. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I wanted to do this so that you guys don't miss out, because a lot of us are reaping the rewards of this, and I think it's very unfair for guys who don't know how to do it, who haven't been shown correctly how to do it. That's why I wanted to make this video, because there I am, and I'm going to go in the dark zone, and I'm going to have level 28 everything because I got lucky by opening caches, because I over-spec materials. When the update drops, I think it's like the 27th of this month, when the update drops, the DLC drops, you won't be able to do mules. You won't be able to overspec your materials. You won't be able to do this. And also remember, this current event that we get extra caches is not going to last forever as well. There is a date, there's a time limit. So jump on this, get your exotic components, stack them up, and hopefully this helps, or this video helped you. So please also, guys, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, follow me on X and Twitch. Links will be in the description, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. Peace out.